Heat is the real enemy. Stay tuned because I want to tell you why heat and other factors will kill your modified fortress in an instant. As the majority would agree with me, the BMW B58 has become something of a legend. Ask any BMW enthusiast which modern BMW engine they trust, and chances are the B58 tops the list. It's powerful, smooth, reliable, and perhaps most importantly, it's built tougher than most people realize thanks to its forged steel crankshaft, forged connecting rods, closed deck block, and strong pistons. This engine has earned a reputation for handling serious power without falling apart. In fact, countless owners have pushed these engines well beyond 500, 600, and even 700 horsepower. So if the B58 is supposedly bulletproof, why are modified B58s still blowing up? Why do some owners enjoy years of trouble-free performance, while others experience catastrophic failures after only a few months of tuning? The answer is surprisingly simple. Most B58 failures don't happen because the forged internals are weak. They happen because owners focus on horsepower and completely ignore everything surrounding those forged components. Let's break down exactly why modified B58 engines fail despite having some of the strongest factory internals BMW has ever produced. And if you're planning to tune your B58, this video could save you thousands of dollars. Number 8. The myth of forged means invincible. One of the biggest misconceptions in the BMW community is that forged internals make an engine indestructible. That's simply not true. Forged components are stronger than cast components. They tolerate higher cylinder pressures, resist deformation better, and they survive abuse longer. But they're not magic. Think of it this way. A professional athlete may have incredibly strong bones and muscles, but if you deprive them of oxygen, overheat them, and force them to perform beyond their limits every day, eventually something breaks. The same principle applies to the B58. The forged crankshaft doesn't care if your engine is suffering from fuel starvation. The forged rods won't save you from detonation. And the strongest pistons in the world can't survive extreme temperatures forever. The internals may be strong, but the systems supporting them are often the real weak points. Number 7. Detonation, the silent engine killer. The number one killer of modified B58 engines isn't weak hardware, it's detonation, also known as knock. When tuning increases boost pressure, cylinder pressure rises dramatically. That additional pressure creates more power, but it also creates more heat if fuel quality is poor, if ignition timing is too aggressive, or if air temperatures become excessive. The air-fuel mixture can ignite uncontrollably. Instead of a smooth combustion event, you get tiny explosions inside the cylinder. These shock waves hammer pistons, rings, rod bearings, and cylinder walls, and they do it thousands of times per minute. Many owners never even realize it's happening because the car still feels fast, the engine still runs, but internal damage accumulates. Eventually, the ringlands crack, pistons fail, bearings deteriorate, and suddenly, that bulletproof B58 requires a complete rebuild. I hope you are still watching because the next reason is the big blind spot for B58 owners. Number 6. Heat is the real enemy. Horsepower creates heat, lots of it, and heat is often what separates a healthy modified B58 from a destroyed one. Many owners install an aggressive tune and immediately focus on acceleration numbers, but very few monitor what's happening under the hood after repeated pulls. Every hard acceleration run increases oil temperature, coolant temperature, intake air temperature, exhaust gas temperature. Once temperatures climb beyond safe limits, engine protection systems begin working overtime. And if cooling upgrades aren't sufficient, damage starts accumulating. The factory cooling system is excellent for stock power levels. It's even decent for mild tuning. But when owners start chasing massive horsepower figures, cooling requirements increase dramatically. Without proper cooling modifications, even forged internals become vulnerable, because metal strength decreases as temperatures rise, and excessive heat accelerates wear everywhere. Number 5. Fuel system limitations. Another common reason modified B58 engines fail involves fuel delivery. Making power requires fuel, lots of fuel, and as horsepower increases, the fuel system must keep up. Many owners install larger turbochargers expecting huge gains. The turbo delivers more air, boost pressure rises, power increases, but the fuel system eventually reaches its limits. Once fuel delivery becomes inadequate, the engine starts running lean. A lean condition means less fuel is available to cool combustion temperatures. Temperatures spike, detonation risk skyrockets, and internal damage follows shortly after. The irony is that many engine failures blamed on too much boost were actually caused by insufficient fuel. Boost wasn't the problem, the inability to support that boost safely was. Number 4. Poor tuning decisions. Not all tunes are created equal. This is where many B58 owners get into trouble. A professionally developed calibration takes countless hours of testing, from fuel mapping, timing optimization, temperature compensation, knock control strategies, and all safety margins. Everything is carefully balanced. But some owners choose aggressive, off-the-shelf tunes or inexperienced tuners chasing impressive dyno numbers. The result? A car that makes huge power on a dyno sheet but operates dangerously close to failure. Extra horsepower may look impressive online, but removing factory safety margins often comes at a tremendous cost. And unfortunately, many owners don't discover those costs until an engine component fails. If this breakdown is helping, hit the like button. It helps more BMW enthusiasts discover practical, real-world engine advice. Number 3. Oil starvation problems. Here's something many enthusiasts overlook. Engines don't fail only because of combustion issues. They also fail because lubrication breaks down. As power levels increase, engine loads increase dramatically. Bearings experience greater stress. Oil temperatures rise and viscosity changes. And under hard cornering or repeated acceleration, oil control becomes increasingly important. If oil quality is neglected, change intervals are extended, or if oil temperatures regularly exceed safe levels, bearing damage can occur surprisingly quickly. Once bearings begin wearing excessively, the consequences become severe, resulting in rod knock, metal contamination, loss of oil pressure, and eventually catastrophic engine failure. The forged crankshaft may survive, but the bearings supporting it often won't. Number 2. The big turbo trap. The B58 responds incredibly well to larger turbochargers. That's one reason it's become so popular. But bigger isn't always better. Many owners jump directly from mild tuning to massive turbo upgrades. Suddenly, cylinder pressures increase dramatically, torque output skyrockets, and engine stress reaches levels BMW never intended. Can the forged internals survive? Often, yes. But everything surrounding them experiences increased strain, from the transmission components, drivetrain parts, cooling systems, fuel systems, sensors, gaskets, and seals. Failures start appearing in areas owners never expected. The engine itself may not be the first thing to break, but the supporting systems frequently become overwhelmed. Number 1. Neglecting maintenance. This may be the most common mistake of all. Many enthusiasts spend thousands on modifications, but hesitate to spend money on maintenance practices like fresh spark plugs, quality oil, healthy ignition coils, clean filters, proper diagnostics. These aren't exciting upgrades because they don't add horsepower, right? But they're essential for reliability. A heavily modified B58 demands more maintenance than a stock one. Ignoring that reality dramatically increases the likelihood of failure. The faster you push an engine, the more attention it requires. That's true for every performance platform on Earth. And the B58 is no exception. Interestingly, the most reliable high-power B58 owners all follow the same approach. They build the supporting systems first instead of chasing horsepower. Cooling, fueling, tuning quality, data logging, good fuel, and preventative maintenance all come before big power gains. They also respect the limits of the platform and understand that reliability comes from the entire system working together, not just forged internals. While the B58 is an extremely strong engine, most failures don't come from weak internal parts. They come from heat, poor tuning, fuel issues, oil control, and neglected maintenance pushing the system too far. So if you're tuning your B58, don't just build horsepower, build the whole package. And if you found this useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more BMW performance and reliability breakdowns.